So good morning. I just left camp. This is day 3. Nice and shady. Yes. Slept pretty well last night. I'll go into the whole sleeping thing later, but I have mostly up today. I think I'm going up something like 1,200 feet. I have to look at gut hooks to see exactly, but it's going to be mostly up. I slept in a little bit because I was awake in the middle of the night, just tossing and turning and not wanting to get up in the freezing cold and pee. But eventually I just had to bite the bullet and do it. So anyway, I didn't get up till about 6. Didn't get out of camp until about 7:30 after watering up. So this little creek is the last reliable water. Only reliable because it's here now. It's not really reliable. Don't rely on it if you're coming up this way. Anyway, yeah, this is the last water that I know of until the next reliable source is about, I think, at mile 728 or 730. So again, I'm carrying all the water I can, which is 6 pounds of water, 3 liters roughly. And so my pack is really heavy. And yeah, I've eaten a couple of meals, but I still have, let's see, I've only eaten 2 days of meals. So there's 5 days in there. So I just hope it doesn't get too hot. I slept at about 8,600 and we're going up to something like 92 something. That's why I'm out of breath. Getting used to the altitude. So I love these Fiber One bars with chocolate and oats. They're just so good. I'm having this for breakfast. But then I was reading the package, wondering who makes them. I think it's Kellogg's, but I can't remember. Partially produced with genetic engineering. Should I be afraid of that? Check it out. That is the perfect sit rock for most people, not for me. I'm taking a lot of breaks. It's a lot of hill. This kind of rock works better for me because I have that huge Z-rest on the back of my backpack. So it takes up a lot of space and I can't, unfortunately, make use of this awesome backrest on this rock. So I'll be looking for these kind of sit rocks. And I'll be sitting a lot up this hill. Okay, this way for me. Here's the situation. Right now I'm at 9,000. I'm that little blue dot. And I'm about to go up all this super steep stuff all the way up to 10,080. And right here I think is mile 722. Yeah, so if I'm dying by the end of that, I could make a dry camp there. But my first target is, because there's a big ridge walk here, which looks pretty easygoing, and then maybe down into 725, which would be, that's my first target camp. I mean, you know, it's not that many miles ahead, but it's straight up and at altitude. So, I mean, I may go less than a mile per hour. I don't know. So the plan was to do a long lunch here to rest up after all that. Whoops. How do I go back there? And then, this is Gut Hooks, by the way. This is an awesome app. I didn't use it last time when I was on the trail. I used paper maps, but this is fantastic to have. I totally recommend it. It gives you a lot of information you wouldn't otherwise have. And this would be the second target here, I think. Oh, well, no, maybe not that one. It would be further on. Somewhere up here was, I don't know which one it was. I don't want to waste my battery looking for it. Was it this one? 728 or 730, where there's actual water at the camp. This one would be good because there's water at the camp. So we'll see if I make it that far. I may not film a lot up this hill because I need to actually, you know, breathe. This is a great little campsite. It's got a table, it's got a totally flat, soft, forest-stuff place to sleep, and it's got this really amazing view. It's just past the Olancha Trail turnoff up the hill a bit. They're pretty though. There's a whole big patch of them here. Right by the trail, which keeps going up. That's where I'm going. It's a long, hot climb. And some other people. I saw them in at the bridge. They camped there, which means they're faster than me. There's the fast hikers ahead of me. There's another guy too. He's ultralight PCTer. Oh my god, his pack is so small. How can he stay warm at night with so little stuff? These pretty flowers are all over the place. Indian paintbrush. It's so much work. Well, again, carrying extra water for nothing, but who knew if this would be here or not. And there's pretty flowers. I don't know if it's so focused or not. Oh, I meant to take a picture, but here I am. So I'm sitting here in some shade, not too much shade out here. Just talked to that nice couple, the older couple from Seattle, Judy and Ken, who are totally kicking my arse on the trail. They do 14 miles a day, which is like, wow, I can only aspire to that. The most I've ever done, I think, is 13, and 12 is a huge day for me. Okay, just gotta keep going. So even though dinners have been a disaster so far, my lunches have been fantastic. And these Fritos, barbecue Fritos, these are like the #1 trail food ever. I make my own mix. I just put in whatever I want. Seeds, nuts, dried fruit. You know, it kind of looks weird, but it's really, really good. And then of course turkey, but oh my god, this is magic food on the trail. You'll rarely see pictures of it because I scarf it down pretty quick. These are kind of the weird things you think about when you're hiking. Like, this is food. Should I eat it? Yeah, I seriously thought that. But not gonna eat it. Have plenty for now. On the first day, I tried to stay clean, you know, but then pretty much by the end of the day, I just embrace the dirt. There's dirt everywhere. I sit on the ground. It's just convenient sometimes. That's life in the woods. This is me embracing the dirt. I don't even know what all these stains are. I got them right before the trip. I don't know if I got them from the car or the bottom of the backpack. But whatever. It's just dirt. Whoa, I just saw a jet fighter buzz this mountain, and I saw the plane way before I even heard the sound. It's crazy. And check out this view. This is a new long view. Maybe that's Monache Meadows down there. I'm not sure. I probably didn't get that in the shot. So I needed to filter water, and I needed to set this on a level surface, and the trail was pretty much the only place to do it. So I'm just sitting here It smells so wonderful. It smells like sage and licorice and some kind of floral sweetness. And I have this amazing view. It's just hot here, that's the only thing. So hot. Oh, hey, flowers. Hello. Okay, I made it to the top, and I'm getting my glimpse of the Sierra beyond, and it looks amazing. 10,200 feet up here, I think. I'll double check. Whew, I'm winded, but I feel like I'm doing better than before when I did the long hike with the girls 2 years ago. So I think that's a good sign. Okay, here's a better view. I am so gonna run down my camera battery. Oh my God, I just realized that my little tripod fell off my pack somewhere. I don't know, maybe it's where I took that awesome view stop. I don't know, so there's no way I'm going back for it. I'm sorry, everybody. Didn't mean to drop junk in the wilderness. But on the bright side, my pack is 4 ounces lighter. So yeah, all the future videos are gonna be in your face. None of those fancy foot shots or anything, unless I find the perfect rock. So it goes. Okay, that last thing I said was the top isn't the top. This is the real top. 10,520 feet. Thin air. Looks a lot like the Flume Trail in Incline Village or near Incline Village. And then there's like a peak of the Sierra views beyond. Don't know if you can see that. So I think I'm gonna go on down to that campsite that's nearby and maybe take a rest, hopefully find a view spot and decide what to do next. Wow, look at that. That is one crazy tree growth. Not a pretty campsite. So I've stopped at mile 725. It's a campsite area, but it's really uninspiring. I don't want to camp here. So, but my feet desperately need a break. So I'm sitting under a tree and I decided to have my dinner for lunch because, okay, so you know my debacle of the past 2 dinners. Well, for tonight, I wanted something that was foolproof, basically. So I picked the mashed potato dish that I have. The thing is, though, they're instant mashed potatoes, and I put the water in the morning, forgetting about the whole instant aspect. So then I was like, oh, man, I don't want these sitting around in the pack all day. So I'm having these for lunch, and they're not bad for cold mashed potatoes. It's just mashed potatoes with some Alfredo, powdered Alfredo sauce in there, or 4-cheese Alfredo sauce or something. Anyway, it may look nasty, but it's really good. The other reason I'm not thrilled about staying here is that there's a bear in the neighborhood. I can hear him scraping on the log. You know when you're in the forest and you hear that noise? That's bears scraping on dead logs for bugs and stuff. So not too thrilled about staying here. There's another campsite 2 miles more, so 727, so I'll rest up here and go check that out. I don't know that I could make it all the way into Death Creek Canyon or whatever today. It's another 5.7 miles from here, and I just don't know if the body's up for it. So my feet may look horrible with all this tape on them, but it's actually preventative. This is Leukotape, and it's to prevent blisters. I don't have any blisters. There's nothing wrong with my feet. And check out this heel. This is how my heel would have gotten rubbed if it was just my skin. I've used way too much battery today. There it is, the Sierra High Country, Whitney ahead. Well, despite my leukotape zealotry, I ended up getting 2 little tiny blisters, 1 on each heel, and I popped them and now they really hurt. But they'll heal up faster that way. So I went all the way to mile 728 where there was this little tiny stream. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but there's water in there. And, whoops, is that working? Oh, wow, my battery's dead already. Okay, so I'm camping here tonight and we'll pick this up tomorrow. New battery. I don't know if this will focus. Come on, fancy camera. Work.